Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Endless Space 2 with Zebu Nation. And when last we left off, we had a lot of stuff going on. We put a new colony out here, or we've got a new colony on the way anyway. And we've got some new quests and some new science on the way. But first things first, we got some battles going on here. We've got some unknown fleets and some pirates coming around. So what we need to do here is we need to combine our fleets. We need to merge our fleets so that we're not facing these guys piecemeal like we had been. So as you can see, we're able to combine those two fleets because we've got 4 command points here, and each one of our ships is worth 1 command point. So that allows us to have 4 ships in a fleet. Last time we only had 3 ships and 2 ships in a fleet, so this should help us fight them a little bit better, and maybe maybe we can destroy them because they're in 2 separate fleets. So even though they have equal number of ships than us, we should be able to fight them 4 versus 2, and then however many left versus the last 2. That should be how it works, because they've said that they're going to fix that in this version of the game, where if fleets in the same system, even if they're pirates, if they're on the same faction, they'll join together in a fleet. But I don't believe these two are in the same faction, because these are Unknown Empire and these are Sneaky Pirates. So it shouldn't be a benefit to them. So let's end the turn and see what happens. We still have to win 5 battles. We've had nothing but draws so far, so hopefully we can finish some of these guys off. That would be good. Oh, actually, no, we won 1 battle. That's right. We won 1 battle. So there we go. Oh, the alien fleet is leaving, but the pirates have arrived, and the pirates are in for a bad, bad time. All right, let's take a look at what we want to do here. Let's go with the post-op analysis. We should dominate this fight. So they're going to turtle and hard target, which means they're going to come straight at us. We should be able to beat them pretty handily. So we'll get the experience points out of that, and that'll be good news. We're going to fight them at medium range, which is our best range to fight at. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens when we get more flotillas, and what happens, like, you take your long-range ships and put them here because this appears to be staying at long range, and you take your short-range ships and you put them here because they'll charge right forward. That seems to be the best idea, but you never know if that's actually how the battle's going to work out. So here we go. Battle of PICTOR versus the Reavers. Here comes our new 4-ship fleet. 2 pioneers and 2 gunships. They kind of look the same. There's not much differentiating them. I think the gunships are a little bit bigger, but it's hard to tell. They look... the big difference you can see is that the gunships have 3 guns, and the pioneers have only 2. But the gunships will now focus fire on one of these and blast it out of the sky pretty quickly. It's one of our pioneers taking hits. There's one of the gunships, you can see, with 3 hits. They've got some shields, so they're deflecting our lasers a little bit. But I don't think it's going to help them out. Let's take a look. That guy's down 1,000 hull. That guy's down about 800 hull. So they're both taking damage. Alright, we're getting close to half the battle down. Let's see if any of our ships are in danger. Yeah, that Pioneer's in danger. It's only got about 600 hull left. That one's down half. So they're going after our Pioneer ships. There goes one of their ships. Kablooey. Over half the battle completed now. Our gunship's still not taking any damage yet, so they're just focusing, trying to take out one of our Pioneer ships, but there they go. Bloom. Kablooey, decisive victory. So we all get 25% more experience points. than previously. Post-op analysis. Plays that concentrate on acquire. Oh, that was our... I was like, can we click on this and get a post-op analysis? We can click on advanced, I think, and see what happened. So you can see phase 1, phase 2. So we started at medium range, and then we moved into short range. So that's because they charged straight at us, and there's no long range phase to this battle. So that, I'm not sure who that helped out really, because medium range is good for us and short range is just okay for us. And I think that's fine, because in the previous game, in Endless Space 1, long range was all you needed. You just fought at long range and nobody ever got really to short range. So it seems like they fixed that somehow. You know, had the ranges matter a little bit more in this version of the game. Alright, so now we got that battle out of the way. So we got one gunship that's damaged and one Pioneer that's extremely damaged. And I don't really want to pay for that one, but I'm going to take that ship out of the fleet. I guess we'll repair this gunship. It's going to cost 602, which that's okay because we've got 1,600 dust in the bank. So it's expensive, but it's not overwhelming. Alright, now let's see if we can chase after these guys. And oh, not you. I wanted the... Oh, not you. No, those guys can't move. Alright, so Pioneer, can you head this way? Alright, that's good. So because I'm repairing that ship... Nope, that's not true. Alright, so we'll see if I can cut them off there at the pass. I'm a little bit faster than they are. Hopefully we can do that. Alright, now it's colony time, right? I don't think we're colonizing this, although that is colonizable, but that's a barren planet and it's not really worth our time. We want to go to Thea, if I'm correct. Yep. No, we've already got a colony on Thea. Okay, so we did... I just rewatched that. This isn't a colony ship at all. This is a patrol ship. So I guess I'll run down here and cut these guys off at the pass. I mean, patrol ship's not going to do much, but it might slow him down. If he can set up a barricade in this system, he can at least slow them down and not allow them to get through the system. Alright, alright. So there we got our strategy taken care of. Alright, science and exploration. We now have uncommon curiosities, more advanced probes with more scanning power. That's good. And Hyperium engine gives us ship evasion. So it's a 10% chance for your ships to for your enemy's weapons to miss you in battle. So that's very cool. And we got a new technology deed available, the Intergalactic Technology Center. That's cool. Costs a lot of production, but it gives you plus 10% plus 10% science per system level. That's good. And minus 10% science cost on technologies. On technology costs. Okay. I don't know why it needs that. I don't know why it needs both of those. Why not just say on technology cost? 4 technologies, maybe? I don't know. But it costs a lot of stuff, but we can build it. So I think we'll work on that at some point. What's up next in our science queue? So we got 2 turns before rare earth foams. That's good. And then impactless sites after that. I mean, is that what we're going for. Well, we just have one more turn until Graviton, well, not one more turn, but we can research Graviton research now, which will give us Arctic colonization, which will help us out a great deal. Moon exploration. So a lot of these are very cool. Colonize ice, moons, and Arctic. See, how long does that take? That takes... We don't have a great need for colonies at the moment. So we'll do this. We'll do the rare earth and then impactless and then, yeah. And then that. All right. Let's get our science going. That's fine. All right, so there it is. There's what we finished. The eukaryotic sap, advanced form of basic understanding of xenovegetation. This technology introduces cellular manipulation to create robust saps that have a range of applications. Okay, that's cool. So that's our applied happiness program. A number of different levers exist to control the general level of contentment of a population: wealth, security, individual freedom, self-fulfillment, pharmaceutical intake, etc. With enough knowledge, computing power, and appropriately processed alkaloids, happiness is a state of being that can be imposed from without. Ooh, I mean, that's interesting, but scary as well. But it is an empire improvement that you can use to improve your approval if your people start getting rowdy and stuff like that. And the H-Fleet Accelerator is a support module. Gives +1 fleet movement points. That's cool. Up next is the rare earth foams. All right. So we're looking good in a lot of different places here. But now we have, since we got those new scanning modules, we got a bunch of new curiosities we can start scanning. Can add that atmospheric to the queue. Oh, we don't need to bring a ship over here to scan those. We can just use our production to scan those, I guess. That's fine. Got one turn till the miners union, then big data shipyard. So our production is starting to ramp up on Gemini 2. That's good. Definitely need that. Let's take a look at PICTOR. What do we have in the queue here? We got the Endless Research Park, the Academy, Embassy, Denark University. So we're starting to build our big stuff over here. Oh, we'll do the public-private partnerships. That's not much production at all. The Intergalactic Technology Center, might as well add that as well. So where did the public-private go? Right there. I don't want to buy that out. 972 dust is a lot of our dust. So we're going to move that. Yeah, it's only 2 turns for that. So that'll greatly increase our science. That'll be good. Mira, what do you got going on in your production queue? Not a lot. They are definitely hurting when it comes to production at the moment. I could really use this Mira 1 to get colonized because it's got a ton of production. A lot of times the lava plants are very heavy on construction. Or production, I mean. Alright, so there's not much we can do about that at all. Okay. So, I think that turn is ready to go, and that means we're going to start up our timer. Of course it does. Just a little bit late. That's fine. Let's start the turn going. Go out and see Wonder Woman tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, tomorrow. So that should be fine. Everybody's talking about it, saying it's pretty good, so be happy to see that. There's the Miners Union built on Gemini. Up next, we got the big data shipyards. The marketplace luxury prices increase. Decreasing tensions in the galaxy led to a general increase in prices for luxury resources. Alright, that's good. Don't really want to sell any of that. So let's move our fleets and see what happens. Alright, so Battle of Pegasus. We got 2 pincers. 44 and 96. He's down to only 200 hull, so he should be destroyed pretty quickly. And then we have 1 mostly full-strength pincer versus a full-strength pioneer, full-strength gunship, and another full-strength gunship. So this should be no problems. Go to the post-op analysis and fight. There we go. We're going to be fighting at mid-range again. They're going with hard targets, so they're going to try to stay at long or mid-range as well, which should help us out. I mean, they probably fight at mid-range. Also, they're all projectile-based. So that means they might not have any energy defense on those pincers, so maybe our laser cannons will cause them some havoc. Here they come, warping to our side of the solar system. Deploy those said laser cannons, and let's get down to business. So both of us sort of broadsides. Okay, they've got missiles coming our way, but we've got... Oh, there's the first one destroyed already. Now, he's got shields, so he can stop a few of our lasers. But we've got autocannons, so that'll... You can see his torpedoes getting blown right out of the sky. Meanwhile, our laser turrets are doing some pretty good damage. He's going to go up and smoke pretty quickly here. Look at all those burn marks on his hull. Blasting his torpedoes out of the sky again. Doesn't look like we've been hit by a single torpedo. And he must have blown up off screen. Yep, you can hear him blowing up in the background. Decisive victory. So even more experience points for this fleet. Ooh, what was that? I don't know what they were doing. They were putting their weapons away, maybe. So there we go. Let's look at the experience on these guys. 20 experience out of 60 to reach the next level. So their level is Rookie 3. I don't know what that means. 21 to 6 out of 60 and 16 out of 40. He's a Rookie 2. So they've already gone up a few levels, but they're still considered rookies. That's okay. We've now got 3 of our 5 battles. And unfortunately, there are no more enemies. So we don't have a lot to do there. But you know, there might be some new anomalies we can scan elsewhere. There's one on PICTOR we can scan, so I'll send this fella back there. Let's see, I don't know what to do with these fleets at the moment. I think we'll split the Pioneer off on his own. Send him over here to Gemini. And then this fleet of gunships, they're fine. I don't know what to do with these guys. We don't have any enemies at the moment, so I'm just going to leave them here. Going to guard this system. This seems to be the hub where a lot of the pirates and stuff come from. So we'll just do that. And we'll send this scout up to Gikra. There's another anomaly up there we can scan. Oh, and Thea as well has some anomalies. So we got a few things to do. Let's just get the turns rolling here. We should, now that we got all those immediate dangers out of the way, we should be able to just roll through some turns and get things motivated here. So yeah, going to see Wonder Woman. Gonna hang out with the comic book podcast crew. And I'm sure we're gonna have some stuff to say about it afterwards. All right. Lena has now reached level 6, so she's progressing in her career greatly. And let's add some more influence to her. So now she gets +2 influence per population on planets. That's good. Apply those skills. Let's move our ships. Oh, new event, Slingshot. Your fleet enters the system Gikra and is barely slowed from super light speed when a belt of rocks circling one of the planets starts to peel off and head towards you on a carefully calibrated collision course. With your current inertia and momentum, unfortunately, a course change is impossible. So do you A, study, which will give you -20% health, or destroy -2 movement points. Well, it doesn't really matter either way, so we'll study them. I think this one will give you science and this one will give you dust. So we'll study the phenomena here. Take 20% damage, that shouldn't hurt us much. And there we'll scan this anomaly. There we go, expedition successful. Ooh, antimatter reserves. Wow. That's a pretty rare element to find out here. Event, the stars. New event, the stars, their destination. Okay. The stars, their destination. That is a strange collection of words there, but whatever, it's part 1. As your fleet's second savior's navy orbits the system, a strange blip appears on the radar. Your crew watches in amazement as an ancient passenger ship of some bipedal species origin passes right across your fleet's sensors. Further scanning reveals that it is an antiquated generation ship, a sublight craft inhabited only by cryogenically preserved pioneers. So you can let them be, increase the pacifist political ideology, or interfere. For 3 turns, I guess you'll just study them. Using your fleet's advanced scanning techniques, you may be able to follow alongside and gain access to the generation ship onboard computers. It's none of your business, but since everyone on board is asleep, perhaps a tiny peek wouldn't hurt. You know, we gotta see what these guys are. They're flying through our space. Let's check them out. Maybe they'll want to join our lovely, lovely empire. Who knows? I mean, it's not like we're blowing them out of the sky or anything. We're just gonna take a peek, see what they're all about. Okay, we know Lena's reached level 6. So here's our production. The public-private partnerships have been completed. Adding to our scientific knowledge, the Endless Research Park is on the way. That will add a lot of stuff to us. Mostly science and dust. And then Big Data Shipyards in Gemini is on the way. So there we go. End that turn as well. Ooh. Something popped up there. There we go. Science pays 15% production on colonies for 10 turns. Nice. Focusing on scientific investigation, you study the system and its effects to gain an industry bonus, but doing so puts you in harm's way. Your fleet is damaged but survives. The secret of the sophisticated magnets and guidance system will prove worthwhile in your own industries. So that was those strange asteroids that came flying at our ships, and so a few of them got hit by some asteroids, but it's okay. No harm, no foul. Plus 15 production, so that's going to help us out. Get rid of that. More Imperials on PICTOR. We got 10 out of a possible 16 population there, so we're growing well. Let's move our ships around. Okay. So we got an anomaly to scan here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. On PICTOR 4. Subterranean. Expedition successful. More antimatter. Alright, so we're going to start getting some modules or something, because I believe antimatter is a strategic resource. So we're going to start getting buildings and modules and other things that require antimatter. So that's good. Oh, another solo quest. The Cartographer's Request. On the lonely wave-swept surface of this planet, you found the home of the mysterious cartographer, a wizened old siphon whose passion is for making incredibly detailed maps of the galaxy. She claims to have located the mythical planet Skagoja. The mythical planet Skagoja. Skagoja. Alright. She claims to have located the mythical planet Skagoja, a ruinous place where the Endless once built massive arenas for all manner of dangerous aliens to do battle. She agrees to exchange this information for a few luxury goods from your empire. You haven't heard that Skagoja is a place of many secrets. Oh, you've heard that Skagoja is a place of many secrets and storied legends. Getting some luxury goods together shouldn't be a problem. So search the curiosity on the planet PICTOR 4 when you're ready to give up 10 titanium, 10 hyperium, 5 adamantium, and 5 antimatter. So we have all of that in abundance except for the adamantium. Alright, done. Let's use this dang old marketplace. Let's see. Oh, there's only 2 adamantium for sale. We can only buy 2 of it. Costs 48 a piece. That's expensive. And we'd still be 3 short. But you know what? I'm going to buy it anyway. Because next turn, or in a couple of turns, there might be 3 more on the marketplace. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, luxuries. Do we want to sell any of our luxuries? I don't think so. What sort of luxuries do we have? We just have the deciduous trees and the Eden incense. We don't particularly need any of those at the moment. So we'll end the turn and see what happens next. Something happens. I'm hearing lots of beeps going on in the background. New population bonus. You've unlocked a new population collection bonus. Open the population screen to see the bonus. Okay. I'm not seeing it. It's the same people we've had before. Imperials, Herishams, Hisho, Calgeros, Plusos. Major population on our empire is the Imperials, as I think it's always been that. I think they've always been in the lead. Harisham's next, Hisho. Plusos, Calgeros. I don't notice any differences going on here, but maybe there are. I don't know. Okay, well that was fun, but I don't quite get what happened. Alright, so event end bumper crop. +2 resource generation on strategic resources. So that's over, but we have a lot of strategic resources at the moment, so there's not a big problem there. Event End Eternal Sunshine, +1 food, so that's not going to help our growing colonies, but better than nothing. More Imperials on Mira, so the Imperials continue to grow. There's a new population collection bonus again. Alright, so the public-private partnership has been completed on Gemini, and next up is the Spin project. That's going to get us more influence. Let's see, what can we do here? We're still waiting for that, but up here we should be able to scan, or did we already scan that final anomaly? We did. Oh, that's right, we got the antimatter up there as well. You know, we got some new modules. Let's check out our ships. Let's edit these ships. Alright, so we got a couple of new modules here. Nano repair bots, I think we've had those before. Titanium enhancer is a support module. We've had that before, but this is new. The Hyperium engine adds 1 Hyperium cost, 50 production to our ships. You see that increased the production and added Hyperium, but it gives them a 10% chance to dodge. So I'll definitely take that. Gonna have to run through and edit all of our ships. Ooh, here's a new H Fleet Accelerator +1 movement. Can only be installed on support ships, which this is a support ship, but it's not a very good support ship, so we'll just add that to the Defender Pioneer. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to do this. We can't just hit the auto update button in this case, unfortunately. Because see, it's not available. Because we're actually adding a different module. It's not like we're just upgrading this particular module. There we go. Apply that design. So now this ship. I mean, we could create. We could create a alternate ship as well if we wanted to create like some kind of you know, accelerator support ship. I don't know that we want to do that. Patrol ship, settler. I mean, we don't really need to upgrade those, so that's fine. All right, so we've upgraded our engines on our ships a little bit. They now will each get a 10% bonus to dodge enemy shots. So that should help us out in combat situations. Should those ever arise again, we're gonna have to wait for some pirates or something. We're gonna have to. Oh, indeed, Endless Research Park and Endless World failed. Be the first to build the Endless Research Park and Endless World. Other empires will get refunded of their investments. So we got refunded 1,820 dust. That sucks. Deed Builder of Wonders failed. Be the first to have 3 unique star system improvements. So man, we're just failing these challenges all over the place. Okay, new event, the stars and their destinations. A cursory look at the computer reveals a shocking fact. The ship is headed straight into a nearby star. Apparently someone made a miscalculation somewhere. So if we alter their course, +20 approval on systems for 10 turns increases the pacifist party. Or we can loot them, take all their Hyperium and their dust. I don't think we want to do that. Since the ship is heading to its doom anyway, a little premature looting might be justified. The ship's engine seems to run on an ancient type of fossil fuel, now incredibly valuable. As for the cryopreserved passengers, well, ... Or, with some deft reprogramming, you can alter the ship's course to make sure it arrives at a habitable, relatively comfortable planet You feel a little sorry for the technologically backward inhabitants aboard. You know what? That fits with the Empire. You know, if it was my choice, I would point them towards one of my colony planets and have them land there and say, welcome to the Empire. But I guess we don't need to do that. We'll just alter course, send them to their own little colony world, and maybe they'll be our friends at some point. We should leave a message in the computer saying, hey, by the way, we saved your lives. Hail the Empire. Okay. So, spin project available or completed on Gemini, and now we're studying the atmosphere. 100 production, 1 turn. Let's see, is there anything else Gemini could be producing down here? Ooh, that's not Gemini. There's Gemini. We've built just about everything there. I mean, we can add xenotourism. I don't think they need happiness. They're only content now. So we'll add the infinite supermarket. We'll add the honeycomb telescope. Add it all. Why not? Gonna keep building it up. So I mean, it's not always the greatest idea just to keep building and building and building if you don't need the buildings, because it'll just increase what you need to support those buildings. But those are all helpful buildings, and they'll help us generate more dust and more happiness and more vision range. So that, you know, it's not like we're just wasting production there. Those are good things. We still need another hero, because we can't complete this quest without a third hero. So hopefully we can finish out some of these quests. Alright, here we go. Expedition successful on Gemini 4. +5 experience on ships. Okay, that's not really worth the production. That's fine. So now we're studying the next ruins. Okay, we'll get something out of that. Maybe we'll get some more adamantite or whatever. Let's check the market, see if there's any more available. Strategic luxuries. No, still none available. So I don't know how often these replenish themselves, or if it takes a system to sell them. I don't know if we're buying these from other empires or if this is just a generic market. But either way, we don't have what we need. Let's see. We've got some logistics ships heading to our new colony on Thea. How long before that thing's available? 9 turns until this is available, so we got some time to waste. Let's quit the game. Let's see, are there any anomalies we can scan? Yeah, there's some on Thea, so we'll send the patrol ship over to Thea. I don't think we can head up here yet. Oh, yes, we do. We can head up there. All right. We've got rudimentary warp engines. Let's head up to Dobrinya. Can we colonize this? We can. All right. All right. So this changes lots of stuff. I didn't even think to look up there. I need to keep you there. So what do we need here on this system? We need not fleet. I don't want fleet. I want star system. Okay, why isn't it letting me have construction queue? That's what I want. All right. So I'm going to build a settler here at Gemini. And then we're going to send that settler up to Dobrinya. That'll be good. So we could start to move into the next arm of the galaxy, maybe, because this, you can see that that's right on the edge of this other spiral arm. So if we get a toehold there, that could be good things for us. And it means, oh, look at that, he's moving right across. So we've wasted some time here, wasted some exploration time. Alright, first things first, going to scan this anomaly, which there is no anomaly. So we're going to do the other thing, which is I'm going to send out probes over to this spiral arm. See if we can see another system we can head to. So we're sending one probe off that direction, one probe off that direction. See if we can find another system, and if we know there's a system there, then we can travel. We can't just travel out into the darkness of space. We have to have a destination. So there we go. We'll end that turn and keep rolling. For a couple of reasons. I mean, we want to find the other empires and see what they're up to. We also need to win a couple of more battles. And there are no more battles left to fight in our peaceful empire. Okay, next turn has gone along. Let's move our ships. Warp speed takes a little bit longer than just going through the gravity wells, because you saw how this will take us 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns to get to Dobrynia, whereas going, the same distance along the gravity line would take half that time. But hey, you pay a little bit for the freedom of movement. Alright, let's keep rolling. Check and see how much time I've got left on the clock. 3 minutes. So that's enough for us to do a few more turns, but unless something interesting pops up. Expedition successful on Gemini. More titanium loot, which is fine. Whoa, we've met some new folks here. You have met Leaper, an AI player of the Cravers. The Hive cares little for the interests of other races. Talk. Okay. So now if we go to our diplomatic screen, you can see we've met these people, the Leaper. And we can't do much. We can introduce ourselves for free. Guess we'll do that. You should have stayed hidden. We Cravers don't negotiate on anything. Sounds ominous. So we can map share, or they can give us dust. Don't want to map share with these guys, because once they find out what's in our empire, they're just going to want to take it. Close borders, declare war. I think we want to close borders. Right? No. Let's wait on that. I mean, I don't want their ships roaming through my area. Oh, we found something here. This must be the Cravers that we found. Yep. Alright. So the 4th Ruining Horde, it has 1 command point. This much must be a travel line here, a gravity line. There's the edge of the system you can see right there in red. So we sent our probes above it and below it. So we're going to have to send a 3rd probe in the middle there. Production, alright, we built our settler. Geologic study. Alright, we're going to have to start building some fleets now and some ships. We'll finish out this turn and then we'll get back to that. So there we go. The latest political survey. Industrialists are 30%, militarists leading the parties at 32%. That's significantly better than the rest of them. The religious, the pacifists, the scientists, and the ecologists are the next best political parties. Actually, it goes scientists, religious, ecologists, pacifists. So the pacifists have lost a lot of ground. There's the timer. And the militarist and the industrialist have gone back to the forefront, which is kind of what I expected all game, but, we got a few political surprises here. So let's move our fleets. Not much happened there. Pioneer, we can, oh, we do have an anomaly to scan, I guess. Right there on Gemini 3. Maybe. You already queued this in construction. Okay, so they're just fooling me here. But I do have a new probe available, so I can send that probe right down the middle there and find their system. So that's good. Alright, so PICTOR, what's this here? Oh yeah, I'm waiting there to, yeah. What did I want to do on Gemini? Oh yeah, I wanted this settler, okay. So we're going to send the settler up there. It's going to take a while for him to reach. And then on Gemini, we need to start looking at building some defenses here. So I'm going to build a couple of corvettes and a couple of escorts, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll move that stuff down so that we build these ships a little quicker, just in case those Cravers get excited here. Alright, so in 10 turns we'll have a full fleet to guard this part of our empire. Alright, so there we go. That's the end of the episode. We'll see you next time for maybe some warring with the Cravers. Who knows what's going to happen. But until then, see you later. Bye-bye.